So, I want to get this little disclaimer out of the way. Of like, oh hey, why is the pause like this, and why am I pausing it here? Even though it looks like it's a last video. I haven't seen this video yet, but I skipped the premiere music because for anyone that hasn't seen the Among Us versus Fall Guys death battle, the intro music was copyrighted, so I couldn't be able to even give out my thoughts without just the music just flat out being copyrighted. So I'm just like, what the hell? So yeah, I guess since it is the same one I looked, I am gonna just skip it the entire thing. I'm just gonna pause it here so I can go display my stuff. Which there's not really a lot to explain for this one. I know of Kratos. I have no idea of Asura. Like Asura is entirely new to me. Like I have never seen the entire series. I know of God of War a little bit, and apparently there's like a new one, an old one. It's like it just leaves me a bit confused. So this one's gonna be the death battle that I don't know much of. Like unlike the last two, Battles vs. Eggman and Among Us vs. Fall Guys, which I know both series, I only know of one of them, and even then I barely know it. So yeah. But that's not gonna stop me from enjoying this little death battle. So, hey everyone, it's me, YouTuber. Today, I'm gonna be reacting to Kratos vs. Asura, God of War. God of War vs. Asura rap death battle. Now let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, captures are on. You should. That's better. Well, hide that mouse behind me.
Kratos versus Asura.
Asura, okay.
Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor. Because sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. He's with my boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Alright, let's see Kratos first.
In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence. A series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe. Boom! Now that's what I call a Big Bang! From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus' strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
We only care about one thing: war.
Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos. Classic bastard child of Zeus,
Part god, part mortal.
among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among them. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians. Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. The deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel. But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family. Permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the ghost of Sparta. So, he was kind of understandably really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it.
God messed me up, I'm gonna kill all the gods. My god, that's a lot of weapons.
He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's. And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself. I thought that one through, man. Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld. He fought Atlas, the Titan of strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead. And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization. His grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence. Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light.
Wow.
Incomprehensible feat. Then there's Daddy Zeus, who proved a serious challenge.
For a fact, I only know of Kratos and Zeus, like, not just for, like, your own game, which I barely know much of, but from PlayStation also as Battle Royale, because I like crossword fighting games.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife
Yeah.
and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology.
Oh, is this
where
where
he
it's
met Faye,
the-
his second wife? Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new...
Yeah, it's boar. It's my new boar now.
Especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it,
Huh.
not again! But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan...
Yeah, this one has ice powers. I know that from Astro Boy. I like that game.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Aesir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even
Really?
get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself.
I am so mad. I'm going to regenerate all of my damage. What is this garbage?
Plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Draupnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy. and
Nice.
back. He even has relics and magic that
There's
can
a lot of
slow
weapons.
down
It's pretty strong.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder, Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time all on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the world tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest
Huh.
to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a
Huh.
lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
Nice.
This battle is sponsored by Robin.
Oh, nah. This is you just need to know much about Kratos now. Like, I'm still trying to process a lot of stuff, but like, God Killer, God Killer has a lot of weapons, and Boar, God of Boar. But there's a lot of stuff interesting to learn about.
Plus, you also get
But I can't really judge who I think is gonna win until I see Asura. Like, I don't really know much about either of them. I know less about Asura and Wrath, but
now available for any.
oh, speaking of Asura and Wrath, if you want to get a comic, there's an official comic right there. Right there, everyone.
Boost on annual IRA contributions. Sign up at robinhood.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. Rate subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match and must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.
I'm curious what the next Death Battle is going to be. Probably be another one that the ones we never got, we don't see. Then the next one after is going to be like one we already know.
Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
Alright, let's see Asura now.
Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 1,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura
Yeah.
had many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra.
So it's basically just cyborg enhancements that lets you kill people, kill gods specifically, but
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you
No.
should say that.
Ah, damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil. Just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra,
And Mithra
Interesting.
has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
damn.
True to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay!
Yeah!
They're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger? Look at this!
Jesus.
So powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fists to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid-fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a random league game.
And then the gods killed that girl too.
Oh,
along with
come
her whole
on!
village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets.
Yeah, it's like being a black hole. You're just making it stronger.
Lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay, though. His brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome! They're bros again! Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus
Jeez.
was defeated, and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of Mantra and the entire universe.
And
What?
everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw heads.
Enter the Mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet. Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra.
Yeah!
As if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of Mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything, all because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
Hell yeah.
This battle is
So
sponsored by
yeah,
Kratos,
that's
the best place-
Asura. I don't really say a lot with these ones. I just more like to be quiet, just like to understand like what they have. But who do I think's going to win? I'm gonna say Asura. Like Kratos has like got a lot of feats as well, but the rap stuff really seems way more powerful. Even though that's not really his own thing, like he's more of just protection, more just power. But like he still has the power. He can still do it. Plus, from what I heard, if there's still those stuff that left, he can still be alive. So unless if Kratos could really just kill him out into pieces and have no way for him to come back, then yeah, then Asura is gonna be fine.
Today and use code DEATH to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup.
Yep, if you download the app and use code DEATH.
I'm not using price free, sorry. I don't really cut this stuff out. I just like to just keep it in there because it's the time I use to brand my dots.
All right, the combatants are.
But anyways, Kratos versus Asura.
It's time for
I'm on Team Asura. Here we go. Oh, that's how you make a fire, boy. I'm making it a really good fire. It's nice. Huh? Kratos? Yeah, the Kratos got a war. Oh boy. 2 god killers going after each other. And he's gone. Huh? Oh. He teleported away from his home. Huh. I'm out of here. Screw you guys going home.
It's true.
Oh.
The god of war is on Gaia, but not for long. You do not want this fight.
Here we go.
Run!
Yeah, it's best you run, lady. Aye! Oh! Oh, jeez! Why are you breaking the temple down? Aye. Huh.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up! Very well.
Huh, Gary's actually doing a really good job, actually, huh? I thought I wanted the weapons as well. If you have calm hand as well, I think Kratos is actually going to win. I picked the wrong side then. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's it? No, that's not it. Oh. Oh, God! Jeez! He's still perfectly fine, not even any blood stains.
This is the fire!
Other destruction. Oh, God! Comes down to this. It's just Falco punch. Huh? 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 Is this a Kratos dub?
Not earn me yet, Titan.
Oh! Oh!
Deserve a worthy end.
Yeah, Asura's dead. Yeah, I got my first loss of death battle reactions. Ah! Yeah.
You are a monster no longer. I never was.
Huh. Kratos won. My first loss actually, I got 2 correct and 1 wrong. This is my first wrong one. Huh. I thought the wrestle would be good, but I think the stamp of like Kratos managed to control his anger is what kept him good. Because Asura never really controlled his wrath. KO.
Well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Where the Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought Asura would win.
Destruction. But the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments can be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
Yeah,
What
that's
does
fine.
speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries.
Yeah, this was definitely Kratos. Yeah, the more I think about it.
Kratos eventually learned to control his rage. Asura pretty much always had that control.
Yeah, I thought like because he's more stronger, but yeah, the rage stuff really gave him a disadvantage because Kratos learned to actually learn. Yeah, I definitely made the wrong call.
But his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like Mantra.
Oh, yeah.
Extra energy, that's it for him.
Crap. I'm not disappointed, mainly because I don't know either of these series.
And multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That power would be Asura.
Fire kaboom, he kicked Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable.
Yeah.
However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in-game.
Even if we assume the tree of the realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times.
Wow.
Almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin.
Yeah, Kratos got the dub.
Isn't some one-off outlier. I mean,
Good job, Kratos.
Supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
Yeah.
Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura's The Sun Rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Good job, Kratos.
But what if...
Huh? Oh no, alternate energy, dude. We're actually going to keep on doing this now. Huh?
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Battle.
Nice, that was a good one. Huh? Ooh, skeletons.
Subscribe.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn.
More Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
So yeah, that was Kratos vs. Asura. Not gonna lie, that alternate ending actually caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting them to actually keep on doing alternate scenarios, which I think I really like more. They, like I said before, they should really do more of this. It really helps them and gives like an alternate timeline of like what could have happened. This was a bit more for fun, but I like it. But yeah, next one is Ghost Rider versus Spawn. I know neither of them. With the characters I know, like Battle vs. Eggman, I go more intense because I actually know the characters. Here I'm just more calm because I know nothing about them. The same's gonna be here. I know nothing about Ghost Rider or Spawn, so I'm just gonna be chill. Just like, okay, so let's watch another death battle. So yeah. Well, anyways, we hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. 2 wins, 1 loss. That's my record so far. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye.